What if I told you that the most powerful physician you'll ever encounter isn't waiting for you in a hospital or clinic, but has been living inside you since the moment you were born? What if every symptom, every ache, every moment of discomfort your body experiences is actually a conversation, an urgent message from an ancient intelligence that's desperately trying to communicate with you? Most people spend their entire lives ignoring this inner voice, treating their bodies like broken machines that need to be fixed by someone else, never realizing that they hold the master key to their own healing. Carl Jung understood something profound that modern medicine is only beginning to rediscover. Your body is not separate from your mind. It's not a vehicle you're driving or a shell you're inhabiting. Your body is you, a living, breathing expression of every thought you've ever held, every word you've ever spoken, and every belief you've quietly accepted as truth. Has this ever happened to you? You wake up with tension in your shoulders, pain in your lower back, or a knot in your stomach, and you immediately reach for a pill or schedule an appointment, never once stopping to ask what your body is actually trying to tell you. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Deep within your physical form exists what Jung called the inner physician, a silent, wise, and extraordinarily powerful intelligence that knows exactly how to regenerate cells, restore damaged organs, and bring your entire system back into perfect harmony. This isn't mysticism or wishful thinking. This is the recognition that your body has been healing cuts, fighting infections, and regulating billions of processes every single second of your life without you ever having to consciously think about it. But here's what most people don't realize. This inner physician doesn't just respond to physical inputs like food, exercise, or medication. It responds even more powerfully to something you have complete control over: your thoughts, your words, and your beliefs. Every organ in your body is listening right now. Your heart, your lungs, your liver, your skin, they're all students in a school where your conscious mind is the only teacher. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover might fundamentally change the way you think about health, healing, and the extraordinary relationship between your thoughts and your physical reality. Every repeated thought you hold reinforces a biological pattern. Every emotion you sustain plants a seed that either nourishes or poisons your cells. Every word you speak sends an electrochemical command cascading through your nervous system, and your body, loyal, obedient, and infinitely responsive, has no choice but to follow those instructions. So here's the question that will guide everything we explore together today. What have you been teaching your body? Think about the words you used today, not just the ones you spoke out loud to other people, but the ones you whispered to yourself in the quiet moments. The internal commentary that runs like background music through your entire day. When you looked in the mirror this morning, what did you say? When you felt that familiar pain or fatigue, what phrase automatically came to mind? Most people have no idea that these seemingly innocent expressions are actually creating a very real, very measurable chemical reaction inside their bodies right now. This is the hidden truth that changes everything. Every single word you speak, whether out loud or silently in your mind, leaves a physical trace in your nervous system. It's not poetry, it's biochemistry. When you say something like, "This is killing me," or "I'm sick of this situation," or "This gives me a headache," your brain doesn't recognize metaphor. It doesn't understand that you're just expressing frustration. Instead, it translates those words into electrical signals that race through your autonomic nervous system, triggering very specific glandular secretions. Your adrenal glands respond. Your blood vessels constrict or dilate. Your digestive system shifts. Your immune function adjusts. All of this happens in milliseconds, completely, beneath your conscious awareness, but with profound impact on your physical state. The transformation happens whether you believe it or not, whether you're paying attention or not. Your body is always listening, always translating, always obeying the instructions you're giving it through language. Now, I want to go even deeper into this because there's a specific moment each day when this process becomes exponentially more powerful, a window of opportunity that most people completely waste. It's the few minutes right before you fall asleep. Jung called this the golden hour of the soul, that liminal space between waking consciousness and sleep where your rational mind begins to release its grip and your subconscious opens like a door. This isn't some mystical concept. It's a measurable shift in brainwave patterns. During this threshold moment, whatever thought or phrase or image you hold in your mind becomes the blueprint your subconscious will work with for the next 8 hours. Think about that. While you're sleeping, while your conscious mind is completely offline, your subconscious is running the entire show, directing cellular repair, regulating hormones, processing emotions, consolidating memories. But here's what changes the entire journey of healing. It doesn't create these instructions on its own. It uses whatever you gave it in those final moments before sleep. If something in this video resonated with you, if even one idea shifted your perspective, show me by. Hitting that like button, it's a small gesture that makes a big difference in helping others find this message. The subconscious mind is not creative, it's not imaginative, it's not evaluative. It is purely, faithfully, relentlessly obedient. If you fell asleep last night thinking, "I'm exhausted, my body is breaking down, I can't take this anymore," then that became the operating system your body ran on all night long. But if you deliberately chose to give it a different command, something like, "Every cell in my body is renewing, I am healing as I rest, divine intelligence guides my restoration," then your internal physician received entirely different marching orders. This is the mindset shift that separates people who heal from people who don't. It's not about positive thinking for the sake of feeling good. It's about understanding that your words are literal medicine or literal poison, and you get to choose which one you're prescribing yourself. Write in the comments, "I choose my words carefully," if this is making you see your daily language in a completely different light. Let me show you something that will completely shift how you think about your heart. Most people believe it's just a pump, a mechanical organ pushing blood through your system with no awareness, no intelligence, no connection to who you really are. But the hidden truth that medical science is only now beginning to acknowledge is this: your heart is actually the most sophisticated receiver in your entire body. It's not just responding to what's happening around you, it's constantly translating your emotional state, your sustained thoughts, your deepest beliefs into immediate physical rhythm. When fear enters your mind, your heart knows it before you've even finished the thought. When anger takes hold, your heart constricts and speeds up instantly. And when genuine joy fills you, something remarkable happens. Your heart begins to beat in a pattern scientists call coherence, a harmonious rhythm that actually generates an electromagnetic field stronger than your brain's. This isn't metaphorical language. This is measurable energy that extends beyond your physical body, creating an invisible field of information that affects not just you, but everyone around you. The impact of this revelation is profound because it means your heart is actively participating in creating your reality, responding to the mental tone you set every single moment. Jung understood that the heart doesn't just pump blood, it receives, interprets, and broadcasts the vibrational signature of your inner world. When you live in chronic worry, when you carry unprocessed resentment, when you maintain patterns of self-criticism, your heart is taking notes. It's adjusting its electromagnetic field, shifting its rhythm, preparing your entire cardiovascular system to match the story you keep telling yourself. But here's where the transformation becomes possible. You can speak directly to your heart, not in some abstract, wishful way, but with actual authority and intention. When you place your hand over your chest, close your eyes, and consciously visualize your heartbeat as a divine metronome, steady, perfect, calibrated by something far wiser than your anxious mind. Something shifts. You're not pretending, you're remembering, you're reconnecting with the innate intelligence that's been there all along, waiting for you to acknowledge it, waiting for you to stop treating your heart like it's broken, and start treating it like the faithful companion it truly is. The same principle applies to something even more immediate, something you're doing right now without thinking about it. Breathing. Every breath you take is a direct channel of communication between your conscious mind and your autonomic nervous system. Your lungs are exquisitely sensitive instruments that respond instantly to your emotional climate. When anxiety enters the picture, when fear takes the wheel, your breathing becomes shallow, tight, restricted. It's not a coincidence. It's your body following the instructions your emotions are broadcasting. The journey most people take is trying to control their anxiety with their mind. But what if the path forward is actually through the breath itself? There's a technique that changes everything, and it's beautifully simple. Breathing words. This means you synchronize your breath with specific affirmations, creating a new pattern that your nervous system can't help but follow. You inhale peace, you exhale tension, you breathe in vitality, you release fear. You're not just filling your lungs with air, you're programming your entire system with a new set of decisions about what's true, what's safe, what's possible. Each conscious breath becomes a vote for the reality you want to inhabit. Write in the comments, "I'm learning to listen," if you're starting to recognize just how much wisdom your body has been trying to share with you. There's something profound happening in your spine right now, and you've probably never thought about it this way. Your backbone isn't just a stack of vertebrae holding you upright. It's a living record of every emotional burden you've ever carried, every guilt you've internalized, every defensive stance you've taken against the world. When Jung explored the connection between psyche and soma, he understood that the body doesn't just experience your emotions, it archives them. Your spine is the physical manifestation of your mental posture, the structural expression of how you've been holding life itself. Notice how when someone carries guilt, their shoulders roll forward, their chest collapses inward, as if trying to make themselves smaller, less visible, less worthy of taking up space. When someone lives in constant defense mode, their upper back becomes a fortress of tension, muscles locked in perpetual preparation for the next attack that might never come. And when someone feels burdened by responsibilities that aren't even theirs to carry, the lumbar region ignites with inflammation, crying out under the weight of obligations the mind accepted, but the body cannot sustain. This isn't coincidence. This is your spine translating your internal narrative into physical form, showing you on the outside what you've been believing on the inside. If this kind of content speaks to you, if you want to keep exploring how your mind and body work together in ways you never imagined, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's so much more waiting for you here. The transformation begins the moment you recognize that your spine is not your enemy. It's not weak. It's not failing you. It's simply been following the blueprint you've been giving it through years of unconscious thought patterns. The journey toward healing doesn't start with a chiropractor or a massage therapist, though those can certainly help. It starts with changing the inner word, with reprogramming the mental posture you've been holding without even realizing it. Imagine for a moment visualizing your spine as a solid column of gold, unshakable, radiant, perfectly aligned, not metaphorically, but as a real, tangible image you hold in your mind's eye. When you combine that vision with an affirmation like, "My spine is strong, firm and flexible, the spine of the divine within me," you're not engaging in wishful thinking. You're issuing new instructions to the obedient intelligence that governs your musculoskeletal system. Now I want to reveal something equally powerful about the largest organ you have, your skin. Most people think of skin conditions as purely physical problems, something to be treated with creams, medications, or procedures. But the hidden truth behind the scenes is this: your skin is a mirror of your soul, a living canvas where your subconscious mind paints the emotional instructions you've been giving it, often for years. When someone develops eczema, psoriasis, chronic acne, or unexplained rashes, there's almost always an emotional component that conventional medicine overlooks. Your skin is the boundary between you and the world, the interface where internal becomes external, and it responds with incredible sensitivity to how you perceive yourself. If you feel uncomfortable in your own skin, not just as a figure of speech, but as an actual lived experience, your skin will manifest symptoms that reflect that discomfort. If you carry shame about your body, if you feel exposed and vulnerable, if you believe on some level that you're somehow dirty or unworthy of being seen, your largest organ will translate those beliefs into visible conditions. The impact of self-perception on dermatological health is staggering, yet almost no one talks about it. But when you begin to speak to your skin with reverence, when you affirm, "This skin is sacred, this skin is clean, this skin reflects the peace of my soul," you're providing new cellular programming that the body recognizes as truth and begins to manifest as actual visible healing. Write in the comments, "My body is listening," if you're beginning to see just how intimately connected your physical symptoms are to the stories you've been telling yourself. Every drop of blood moving through your body right now is carrying more than just oxygen and nutrients. It's transporting the vibrational signature of your belief system, the energetic imprint of every thought pattern you've maintained, every emotional state you've sustained. This is the revelation that changes how you understand circulation itself. Your blood is not just a vital fluid mechanically pumping through your veins. It's a messenger of consciousness, actively reflecting whether your mind is open or closed, flowing or stagnant, expanding or contracting. When you hold rigidly to old ideas, when you refuse to release outdated beliefs, when you cling to past hurts and ancient resentments, your blood responds by becoming sluggish, congested, restricted. Mental stagnation produces biological stagnation, not eventually, but immediately. Think about the language we use without realizing its impact. "That makes my blood boil. My blood ran cold. It's in my blood." These aren't just expressions, they're accurate descriptions of what's happening beneath your conscious awareness. Your circulatory system is a physical manifestation of your mental flow. When your mind opens to new possibilities, when you allow fresh perspectives to enter, when you make the decision to release control and trust the process, your blood vessels literally expand, circulation improves, vitality returns. Not because you took a supplement or changed your diet, but because you shifted the internal climate that your cardiovascular system was responding to all along. The transformation here is beautifully simple. You can speak directly to your blood. You can visualize your entire body as a luminous network of rivers carrying light, life, and renewal to every cell. When you declare with intention, "My blood is a living river, my life moves, I flow, I circulate," you're not reciting empty words. You're issuing a command that your autonomic nervous system recognizes and obeys. You're replacing years of unconscious constriction with conscious expansion. You're telling your body that it's safe to let go, safe to move, safe to flow freely again. Now I want to take you even deeper into the most fundamental level of your physical existence, the trillions of individual cells that make up everything you are. Most people think of their body as a singular entity, but the hidden truth is that you're actually a vast community, a living civilization of microscopic beings that are constantly listening, responding, and adapting to the environment you create through your sustained thoughts and emotions. Each cell has intelligence. Each cell has memory. Each cell is waiting for direction from the only authority it recognizes, you. Rejuvenation isn't about reversing time or denying age. It's about giving your cellular community an environment where they can work in peace, with clear purpose and abundant energy. When you ignore your cells, when you flood them with toxic thoughts, when you treat your body like it's already broken, they receive that as their operating instructions. But when you begin speaking to them with reverence, with gratitude, with clear intention, everything shifts. There's a protocol that's transformed countless lives, and it's elegantly simple. 3 times each day you speak directly to your cells. You place your hands on your body and you say with genuine feeling, "Cells of my body, I bless you. Each cell is light, each cell is life. Divine power flows in you. You are renewed, restored, and rejoicing." This isn't affirmation for the sake of feeling good. This is sustained communication that replaces decades of neglect with conscious direction, installing a new pattern where deterioration once seemed inevitable. Write in the comments, "I speak to my cells," if you're ready to begin this conversation with the trillion silent workers who have been faithfully serving you your entire life. If you've stayed with me through this entire journey, I want you to know something. That's not an accident. The fact that you're still here, that you listened to every word, that something inside you recognized the truth in what we've been exploring together, that tells me you're ready for a different path. You're ready to step into the kind of relationship with your body that most people never even consider possible. And that matters more than you might realize right now. I create these videos because I genuinely believe this information can change lives, not in some abstract, someday kind of way, but in real, tangible ways that you can feel in your body, see in your energy levels, and experience in how you move through your days. If this resonated with you, if you found value in what we covered today, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe to the channel. There's so much more we're going to explore together, deeper techniques, specific protocols, real stories of transformation, and I don't want you to miss any of it. Leave a comment right now and just write, "This message was meant for me." I read every single comment, and I want to know who's walking this path with me. And if this video gave you even one insight, one shift in perspective, one moment where something clicked into place, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps more people discover this content, and honestly, it lets me know that what I'm sharing is landing the way I hope it does. Before you go, there's another video right here that goes even deeper into how your subconscious mind is shaping your physical reality. It's the perfect continuation of what we just covered. Click on it and come with me. Let's keep this conversation going.